What's happening today is a national conference about mixed race identity. It's the first of its kind in the UK, and I'm really excited and a little bit nervous, but more excited than anything. I originally set the Multiple Heritage Project up as a way of just getting my thoughts and ideas out about the mixed race discussion. And what's happened along the way is I've met lots of young people, been enormously privileged to meet lots of young people who shared their thoughts and ideas on the subject. And what's come out of that is mixed. And basically mixed is a way of explaining and talking about being mixed race in 2009. What the young people tell me is that being mixed is something you feel or you don't. So what we want to do in the future is put people from mixed race backgrounds basically at the centre of mixed race discussions. For many years there's been lots of awkward silence surrounding the subject, but also it's still an unsettled political topic. So I want to get as many young voices together to help me better explain what their experiences are day to day and remove the awkward silence. Mixed is about moving the discussion from problematic to modern. It's about creating some new possibilities. Basically within our work we have a two-pronged approach where we're looking at a sociological discussion of mixed race identity, i.e. how government, churches, institutions and organisations look at mixed race subjects, and also we're looking at the psychological experience of being mixed. So that is the individual lived experience of being mixed race, and the two often have an effect on each other. So mixed is a way of moving forward. It's about new possibilities. It's about allowing people a space to talk about something which is important to them. I've invited 12 young people to work with me for today, so they're going to run the workshops, and then I've invited 100 students from across the country. And it's just like a little bit of a dream come true, because I've set up this project years ago because I wanted to find out what people were thinking and feeling on the subject. So to get to a point where I've actually got a national conference and there's everybody coming, that's lovely. So it's going to be a really nice work day. I'm going to make sure the young people have as best day as they can, because it's about them. I want to find out what their thoughts and ideas are.
I'm here with students from New All Green High School to take part in the first National Multiple Heritage Conference. It's important because it gives the young people an opportunity to have a voice and say what they think, because so often they are ignored really, and they're not seen as a group in their own right. I think it's really important that they've got that, and that sense of meeting other young people from across the country who they can identify with and get some sense of strength from.
My name's Zach and I'm a youth facilitator today. My role is to get the conversation going, provide the stimulus, and so the young people can talk about what they need to talk about when they want to talk about. So I'm just there facilitating, as the name says. So yeah, that's me. I was proud to ask to be a facilitator because obviously this is a national conference that is done conferences in lots of different cities across the UK, so I was proud to be included basically.
It's just sort of the buzz and the way that kids respond to it, and also the way it makes you think about you and yourself, and yeah, you get a lot from them as well as giving to them.
People from mixed race have been here for hundreds of years, so I want you to take that away with you all today. The information we gathered today, I'm going to complete a report. Well, there's two things actually going to happen. I'm going to complete a report for the young people, so I'm going to share with them what everybody else has thought as the day's gone on. And also I'm going to put together a manifesto to say, well, this is what young people feel they want to see happen in their schools, want to see happen in their cities, or want to see happen nationally on this subject. I'm going to feed that information back to local and national policymakers so they actually find out what these young people think instead of assuming that they know where these people are. Because it's not about saying the victims or they're massively having problems. It's just about them making a contribution to something which people are talking about, which other people don't understand unless you're mixed race.
think that conferences, like, they help people, like, because not all people know, like, stuff about themselves and where they're from and stuff like that, but it gives people, like, a sense of where they're from. If schools were to address mixed race issues more, it'd make people feel more happy about themselves. There's some people that, like, are not happy because they're not either white or black and they're, like, mixed. So it would give people, like, a sense of who they are. I think these conferences are important because it's not often that mixed race people get together because we're not generally related, so it's nice to have a whole room full of them and meet people. And yeah, I think that's one of the best things about the conferences is just getting together and feeling like a sense of community.
This workshop here, we're just discussing some of the perceptions of young mixed race people. So we've got a scenario, we're imagining that we are a middle-aged headmaster of a school. We've just found out that we've got a new enrolment. All we know about him that he's 15, he's male, he's from London and he's mixed race. So we're just mapping now the groups to take in different elements. We've got personality, his likes and his dislikes, his appearance. We're just brainstorming all those ideas with the facilitator here. And we're going to come back together and discuss whether those stereotypes are positive, negative, where those stereotypes might originate from, and hopefully get to the bottom of why people might have a certain impression of a young person of mixed race before they actually meet them. What sort of impressions are out there and how can we control them, I think.
I think the young people coming today will go through a range of emotions, and given my experience in the past, they'll either be overwhelmed.
I'm me, and I'll say I'm me. And this is like the one place where I get to be myself as well.
Some will just be quite militant and ready to say, yeah, I want to have my say. Others will be massively unsure and think, is it something I need to attend? But the feedback so far is once they've got here and relaxed and got into the day, it's been a good use of their time. And they've liked being here and they've liked just having a day where they're actually in the majority.
I feel like really happy and privileged to be involved today because part of something that's going to expand and hopefully get bigger and bigger and get well known, and something great that's happening.
There's a whole group of mixed race people, and it's just showing you that we are together, and we can show you that it is an important issue.
Over the next few years, we want to work with more organisations across the UK and outside of the UK on this mixed race discussion. So for us, the journey continues, the mixed journey continues, the mixed debate continues. We'd like you to join in. Thank you.